I am so excited to be introducing my guest today, Susan Stern. She is the director of the documentary Barbie Nation, an Unauthorized Tour that is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. It will be coming out on digital platforms this Tuesday, the 27th. So thank you so much for being with us today, Susan.
Thank you, Matt. It's fun to be here.
Yep. So, to start out, just tell me a little bit, what was your inspiration for wanting to make this documentary 25 years ago?
Well, I have to blame it on my daughter, Nora, who is in the film with her best friend, Claire, and she got a Barbie. I didn't give it to her from her cousin. And then she started playing this game where one Barbie was jealous of the other Barbie. And I said, Nora, women don't have to be jealous of other women, because I'm a feminist and blah, blah, blah. And she just looked at me deadpan and said, Mom, how about if first we play what I want to play and then we can play what you want to play? And I told this story to other people, and then everybody had their Barbie story. And I thought this would be a great film. I got to get down these stories.
Yeah, and definitely a lot of great subjects that you covered in this documentary. Just kind of curious, in the 25 years since it came out, what have been some of your favorite reactions that you've heard from people? And also, have you kept in contact with any of the people that you interviewed?
That's a good question. I got all sorts of reactions. I got some feminists saying that I didn't go far enough. I wasn't hard enough on the doll, and I kind of felt like she's just a doll, people. It's about what we bring to this. You can't
Mm,
really blame this piece of plastic. So there was that. My biggest regret was not having the section of Black Barbie in that is in there now. That was something I wanted to restore. We filmed it,
mm,
but I got very deeply into the history of Black Barbie, and I wasn't able to put that all into the film. Now there is a new film called Black Barbie coming out, which is a
mhm.
great companion. So I was able to put my piece on Black Barbie in the film that I'm proud of and know that somebody else is telling the whole story. Um, I kept in touch. Sandy Holder, who runs the Doll Attic, who is in the film, she is still selling Barbie dolls, and
Oh, wow.
great to be connected with her on social media. Other people, Franklin, the gentleman who was an incredible doll artist and who talked about playing with Barbies when he grew up in Manila. He has passed away,
Mm,
and that's very sad. And I suspect some other people have passed away. Um, and I kind of didn't want to know. One of the things I love about Barbie Nation is that it's classic. It's just
mm,
gonna live there for all eternity.
mm. And, one of the neatest things to me about the documentary was seeing your interviews with Ruth Handler, who, of course, was the inventor of Barbie. What was it like interviewing her in person and getting to hear her story?
Yeah, Ruth Handler was incredible.
Mm,
So fortunate that I got in to see her, which I wasn't going to. I was not scheduled for an interview with her. Somebody canceled at the big Mattel Barbie convention, and they let me have an interview. She and I hit it off. Um, and she ended up inviting me to her penthouse home in Los Angeles to film. I filmed
mm,
her with Elliot Handler. They talk about their love story. She got very open with me about the tragedy in her life that is, she talks about in Barbie Nation and how that affected Barbie and Mattel. She actually got her daughter, who had never appeared on camera with her, Barbara Siegel, who the doll is named after, to do a scene in Barbie Nation with her about how her daughter felt about having a working mom. So she was an incredibly generous woman.
yeah, it was so neat to see her in this documentary, and I'm sure for any Barbie fan, hearing from Ruth was really an incredible thing. I do have to ask, with the Greta Gerwig film coming out, have you seen the trailers for that? What are your thoughts about that film?
I am avidly following all the trailers for the Greta Gerwig film. I love them. I think they're incredible. As a filmmaker, I can't believe what they're able to fit into a minute and 45-second trailer. It's incredible. I love the way, and what we've taken to saying Barbie Nation is that Greta Gerwig's Barbie, what they wink at Barbie Nation doesn't blink at, because they're trying to do an incredible thing with their Barbie film, which is appeal to children, but then do all these double entendres, wink, 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 to adults about the sexuality that's inherent in Barbie.
Mm.
What we do in Barbie Nation is we go there, we don't blink. We go and explore not only the sexuality, that's one component, but Barbie suggests a lot of things, is very suggestive.
Mm.
And we go there and they refer to it. So I love how the films work together.
Yeah, it's certainly, I think Barbie is such a interesting topic for pop culture, for
Mhm.
feminism, for capitalism, for all
Yeah.
kinds of different subjects. So very fascinating thing to explore. Just kind of curious, in the 25 years since this documentary has come out, has your perspective on Barbie changed at all? Is it pretty
Hmm.
similar?
I feel like I've stood still and Barbie has stood still and the culture has radically changed. I mean, we're
Hmm.
in this period of such a reactionary period, where books, so many books are being banned. I mean, I think, the Bible has even been banned in
Hmm.
some school district. Parents, I go online and see websites where parents are painting with nail polish bathing suits onto Barbie because God forbid their children would see
Hmm.
this nakedness. So Barbie Nation, I mean, one of the things that's lovely about the film is like an island of sweetness. It was made during a time when we were still expanding. Um, there's a lot of cross-dressing, trans people. RuPaul is in Barbie Nation, and it's lovely and it's light, and it's something that's done within. I filmed at a Barbie convention in Birmingham, Alabama, where there's a very notable Christian Barbie prayer featured, but there's
Hmm.
also people that are cross-dressing right there in Birmingham, Alabama. Oh my God, now this apparently is illegal. We can't have cross-dressing shows in front of children. Well, it was done there. It's
Hmm.
documented, and people were just having a good time and live and let live.
Yeah, I mean, as a member of the LGBTQ community, it's certainly interesting for me to observe that. I know it just one thing with Barbie, just in the 25 years, looking at the product lineup, is seeing how much more diverse their products have become. So I know you mentioned earlier with the added scene with the Black Barbie, not originally being able to include that. I know there's different cooks in the kitchen with a project like this, so I'm not sure how much you can speak to that, but specifically, but just kind of curious, why was it that you weren't able to include that scene with the Black Barbie originally?
Really kind of asking myself the same question, that though all I feel is, I mean, I certainly filmed it. I
Hmm.
went to a lot of effort to film it. And like I say, got very involved in the history of Black dolls. And the conversations I remember is that we're not doing justice to this. This is really important. There's so much. And like I say, this new documentary called Black Barbie really
Hmm.
goes into what a deep wound it was for so many children, has been, continues to be, to not have dolls that look like them.
Hmm.
That was really deep. And I'm not, even in the newly restored section with Black Barbie, we're not really able to go there in the film. It needed a complete film. Now it does have a complete film. I feel good. At least we've got some of the story in there. We have the
Hmm.
incredible 1980 Black Barbie, which was designed by the Black designer Kitty Black Perkins. We have the Shawnee line, which was designed again by Kitty Black Perkins, that really did different skin colors and body types. We have the story about the first Francie doll that was Barbie's cousin, but not Barbie. So we're able to get some of it in there.
Hmm.
And, I edited it in myself this
Hmm.
time. I learned enough that I can now edit, and I was able to find the right place in the film, and I was able to get it in myself. Back in 1998, when I made the film as my first film, I was
Hmm.
not the editor, and I couldn't get it done.
Yeah. Well, certainly a fascinating documentary. I enjoyed watching it. Again, it's coming out for the people watching on Tuesday to digital platforms. What Just to kind of close it out, what would be the thing that you're most excited for the people who are watching the documentary for the first time to discover?
Yeah, I want to say it will be out on Tuesday. It will be on Amazon. It will be on Google Play. It will be on Apple iTunes. And to keep in touch with us, they should go to our website, barbienation.com. We're trying to collect people's Barbie stories. We'd like to create a
Mm-hmm.
place for them on our website. Um, it would be that would be really the most exciting for me if people would come to our website. We have this idea of creating this cityscape. There's a million stories in the naked city with lit windows, and you click on every window, and there could be a Barbie story, that there could be an ongoing conversation about the diversity of responses that this doll elicits.
Yeah. That sounds really cool. I might submit my own Barbie story, so we'll
Okay.
see.
Thanks, Matt.